What a gorgeous summer day. It's not too hot, it's still morning, and it's the perfect time to harvest chamomile. Hi everyone, I'm Julie DeMacos, also known as the Gardening Girl, and today I'm going to show you how to harvest chamomile, but I'm also going to show you the signs for when it is ready so that you know the correct time to harvest your chamomile flowers. Let's get started. Here's my patch of chamomile flowers. I had started these indoors in January, and I had set them under my grow lights, and they grew really well. And I transplanted them out to the garden in early May, and they have, as you can see, they've quite established. There are 5 plants here, and I've really wanted to have my own chamomile in the garden to grow tea. And this year I have expanded and I've added many different tea ingredients. So this is one of them. And chamomile is really easy to grow from seed, but it's also very easy to grow. And there really is nothing like the taste of homegrown chamomile. What are the signs for when chamomile is ready for harvest? Here you see some flowers, right? And you see the petals. So when the petals are like this, straight, flat out, horizontally, they can wait a little bit longer. You're looking to see the petals kind of tip downwards like this. That's when the flowers have matured and are ready for harvest. You don't need any tools. I like to keep things simple here in the garden, and if I can do it without tools and it's quick, then it saves me a lot of time. I've got my strainer on the ready. This is what I'm going to use to hold them. And the reason I'm using a strainer is I want something airy. If you had a wicker basket or a woven basket, you could use that as well for harvesting, because you want the airflow to go through when you're harvesting. How do you harvest the chamomile? Using your 2 fingers, that's all you need. You go underneath the flower and you pop it off. That's it. And you put it in the bowl. I'm gonna do another one. So, see how easy that is? Now, before you do anything with them, before you start drying them, I recommend bringing them indoors and letting them sit for half an hour to an hour. And that way, if there are any little creepy crawlies inside, hiding, lurking underneath the flowers, it'll give them a chance to leave and find residence elsewhere. I'm using the strainer so that this way, while they sit there and wait for critters to leave, the flowers aren't going to overcook or start to mold in there and wilt. So see how easy that is? All of these flowers have their petals kind of pulled back, so they are ready. Now, yes, you could harvest them a little bit more immature. Now, you could harvest them at this stage, but you see that the center is swollen and that's matured. So this is a more ready state. Now you can harvest at this stage, but you can also wait for the petals to tip backwards, like these here, and that's fine too. These are the ones I've harvested, and if you want to be particular, you can take snips and snip off the stems, but you can also just leave it. I'm not worried about the stems because they also have that wonderful chamomile smell. Actually, you can harvest the greens and add them to salads and add them to your dishes, because they are very, very fragrant and very aromatic and smell of chamomile. So I'll be back with you shortly. Before I finish, I just want to show you this. Now, these are matured. You can see that the petals have basically disappeared, and the pollen is no longer yellow. It's more of a brown color. If you harvest these, you can use them for tea, but you can also harvest them and collect the seeds. So in order to collect the seeds, I recommend placing them in a paper bag. And the paper bag, they will dry in that paper bag. And at the same time, while they're drying, any released seeds will fall into the paper bag and they won't get lost. Chamomile seeds are very, very small and almost like a grain of pepper. So you don't want to lose them. So a paper bag is a great way to collect them. It's also really airy and allows the seeds or the little heads to dry without molding. Each little head contains hundreds and hundreds of seeds, so you may not want to just sprinkle hundreds of seeds in one spot. This is why I prefer to sow my seeds indoors and control where I plant, because as you can see here is only 5 plants and it's quite thick, so had there been hundreds, they'd be crowding each other out. Here it is, my basket of sunshine. The smell is incredible, and I'm very excited to bring these home and dry them. Now I do have a few. You can see the darker ones there. I set those on the side, and I will be saving those for seed. The rest I will use for tea, so I will dry all of these. But if you look, there are still many left to harvest. So I will wait a few more days and I'll come back, but take a look at all the babies coming. So all these babies will produce more, so they will just keep producing more, and I will keep coming back and harvesting them so that I have enough chamomile for all the needs and all the things I want to do with it. Thanks so much for joining me today in my tutorial of how to harvest chamomile and how to know the correct time to harvest your chamomile. If you like my video, please be sure to click the like button as well. Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified of all upcoming videos. I wish you all a great day and happy gardening. Bye for now.